You did?
Please help me welcome Mini Money Joseph Snyder! And his opponent back once again here at Toro Cup for his 8th appearance and representing Charlotte Jiu-Jitsu Academy. Please welcome back Mr. Owen Tipton.
All right, gentlemen, we've already shaken hands. Do you have any questions?
All right.
Rules, format, any of that?
And, you know, pound for pound, this is one of our most exciting matchups of the day. Owen has been very rarely in his life in a boring match, despite, you know, being a guy who has a reputation for not wanting to wrestle. He is very scrambly, very quick.
Any money.
And that's exactly, you know, Snyder, I've been following him for quite a while since I commentated him in kickboxing many years ago.
Yeah, I've been watching his matches. He may not know it, but I watch most of his matches where I'm at the tournament, and I love watching him compete. I've been wanting to get him on Toro Cup for a long time now, and I think this match is going to be insane.
I think this is a great match for his debut too. This is a great bar to pass. If you can have a good match with Owen, you're pretty much ready for anybody in this weight class.
And he seems to be prepared for the leg lock entry so far.
Yeah.
Very hip and stepping out immediately.
I mean, that submission that Owen was able to get last time out against Aiden was crazy. Not a leg lock at all. So seeing some improvements. I love this when you're dealing with that underhook from the bottom position in the half guard. That sprawl with the overhook for Snyder is, no pun intended, money. Looks like he's building up to, I was going to say crossface, but it looks like he's going double. Oh, he's trying to find the wrist over there. Strong knee, combat base is what I've always heard this called. Strong knee in the middle there, presenting too much off of the knee shield, but a very common response to the knee shield. So you see Owen kind of has a ready-made retaliation.
Oh!
Man, he really tried to just slide
He
that
just
in there.
slid in
He
there.
just tried to Tetris into that armbar.
A little hey-o. Tetris.
I'll just slot down in the right spot. The faint flying triangle. And we know Money's a wrestler. Typically guys that wrestle and do a lot of jiu-jitsu are great top players. But now the new trend in jiu-jitsu is teaching these strong top game wrestler guys
See
leg
if he
locks
enters a leg here.
Yeah.
Is what's going to get interesting.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh! That was a good fight. I would have loved to see him turn belly down on that instead of just snapping it up, but I'm sure he has other things in mind. Tipton content to invert and play between his legs here.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. He had made some comments on social media about how the age gap between he and Joseph, and I think that, like,
man, Owen isn't that old,
but he's old enough for it to be a grown man going against a high school student in a competition, you know. So I think he wants to try to eliminate some of the athleticism, some of the explosiveness by just draining.
This is an interesting position here.
Yeah.
And he's in. Now we'll see what happens here. This is where
wow,
it's going to get dicey.
that is a tight weave for
Money.
Owen.
He clears the knee.
Yeah, wow, good job by Money to get out
and
of there.
now he's going to set up his own counterattack here. Nice attack from Snyder. Amazing back and forth from these two guys.
Good elevation by Owen. Elevating that hip and getting the hip turned over.
1 minute of points, gentlemen. 1 minute of points.
keeps making that same entry to the leg drag there. It's very nice.
Yeah, and
It's a nice way to try to avoid the leg entanglements from,
and
Tipton.
the way he's controlling the top of the feet. When he's not doing the leg drag, he's preventing the connection by just controlling the feet, making sure they don't post or hook or grip. Cartwheel pass never works.
No, it works. You shut your mouth.
Never works.
You just gotta believe more.
If your name's Gabriel Souza, you might be able to cartwheel pass everybody on planet Earth, but
Points are live.
trying to stack is money. I think that's a good idea, but we're going to see Owen try to switch off to the K-guard as he is continuously stacked, turns over to Turtle. I think this is a realm in which Snyder can influence the match a lot more, but Owen is the one who's going to get active immediately and go back to that seated guard that he's so comfortable in. And a lot of it just becomes like, how do you shake him? Like, how do you make him kind of get off track and force your way through? And I think trying to buzzsaw through, it's like when you're a buzzsaw and you're used to going through wood, it's very easy, low resistance. Then you meet somebody who's made out of like cinder block or something that can like damage your blade. And that's like Owen. Owen's guard is not just going to fall over from the first cartwheel pass. It's going to continue and change and be dynamic. So I'm going to have to see, I think we're going to have to see Snyder get a little more creative in the pass. But if Owen can't sweep or get a submission, I guess that doesn't really matter, because if they go to sudden death, they're going to have to wrestle. 3:30 on the clock here as we're ticking down. Stack for mini money. That's probably the best. This is probably the best look he's had at the back so far. Good connection. He's under.
Chest to back.
Chest to back is good. Seatbelt is good. He's not rushing. He thought about taking the hook, but he's going to settle for making this a little bit more systematic.
You can see the grin on his face, though.
Yeah, I mean, dude, this kid's a competitor for sure. We see Owens trying to get that hip over the leg and slide out to the mat. Oh, and Owens trying to make some wrestling happen here against the very accomplished Mini Money.
2.5 minutes remaining here. 0 points on the board.
Yeah, and it's been the puzzle of Owen Tipton versus the wrestling in the top game of Mini Money, and I think they're saying that there's some points overdue. Yeah, okay. There was some points overdue for Snyder hitting north-south. And it looks like Owen's going to try to turn this into a back take rather than come up on the legs. And it looks like Money has planned for the leg attack, so he's actually showing his back. He doesn't give anything away for free, though. He slips right out of there. He's still up 3 with 1:20 on the board. Owen's breathing heavy on bottom, and he's looking for the answers. Now it's the puzzle of how do I sweep this guy or put him on his hip for Owen Tipton.
With 1 minute.
Yes.
He's going to have to do more than sweep him.
Yeah, yes, you're absolutely right. Got to sweep him and go to a good position.
Or submish.
Or submish.
If we're going to say weird words.
You don't have to get a position to get a submission every now and then, but it helps a lot of the time. Black belt advice.
You got to press now. You got 45. Underhook's a problem. Keep moving.
Nice, good. Yeah, I mean it's the classic wrestler versus jiu-jitsu guy stalemate where, money's not going to leave the top position. He's not really going to get swept, but also he can't really threaten Owen with too much in the way of actual submission, it would seem. He did have a couple of good. Whoa, jumping! That was like a Luthez press. I'm pretty sure Stone Cold Steve Austin did that move a lot. I've seen people jump and pull guard, but I've never seen people jump and pull mount. That might be a first for me. He's looking at the punch choke. He's trying real deep on this punch choke. Owen gets him up, but it's going to be mini money by 7. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and representing Alliance Greenville, mini money, Joseph Snyder.